shattered lands, heroes rise, emerald warriors piercing skies, crushing foes, blood-soaked blades, legion formed, never fades. Misfits gather, bonds of steel, vengeful hearts, furies feel, dragons slain, darkness torn, hope in shadows, legends born. Emerald fury, rage and fire, defend the weak, slay the liar. No retreat, relentless force, legion roars, primal course. Mystic realms, unbreakable chain, undying light, endless reign. Souls ablaze, burning bright, conquer fear, embrace the fight. Mystic realms, unbreakable chain, undying might, endless reign. Souls ablaze, burning bright, conquer fear, embrace the fight. Through the night, storms the light, heroic hearts, love inside, fears and roar, endless rain, souls ablaze, burning bright, conquer fear, embrace the fight. Through the night, storms the light, heroic hearts, walls inside, fierce and raw, nails inside. Fierce and raw, never yield, innocence saved, battle sealed. Every quest paths unknown, blood and sweat, seeds are sown, shield the meek, ruthless doom, Emerald Legion's final bloom.
From the heart of the Middlelands, where the Golden Road passes through fertile plains and close to ancient woods, the Mistwood Forest stands nearby, a sprawling, enchanted expanse where time itself bends around the Etherbloom gates. But all is not well beneath its twilight canopy. An imbalance stirs, a fracture, unseen but deeply felt, spreading like a shadow across the roots of this fragile land. 6 adventurers, bound by fate and driven by purpose, stand poised on the edge of a mystery older than the trees themselves. Their journeys will carry them through the quiet of the Middlelands, a quiet where secrets fester and alliances fray. Their choices will shape the future. The balance of magic, the breath of the forest, and the heart of Foreverland itself now rests in their hands. The heart of the Middlelands beats, but its rhythm falters, and so the story begins. Welcome, your path is set. Roll for initiative. The fate of Foreverland awaits. Hey, all you role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. I'm Deacon Blues. Welcome back to another episode of Emerald Legion Season 4 from, of course, Deacon's Table. We're just going to, before I introduce a wonderful cast of characters and get them out here to tell you who they are and who they're playing, just a little bit of an update on what it is that the Foreverland is. It is a community-developed modular campaign setting. So it's plug and play. There are regions scattered around the world that have been, you can use whatever parts you like as a DM and run within it. We have 74 playable ancestries available. We have approximately 8 new character classes that you can try out as well. So these are all things, and you can become part of the community. Of course, I'm going to put that up early this time around because I forgot last time around. So if you follow that Discord link, become part of our Discord community. We have 24/7 live role-playing available through the Discord. There's also weekly one-shots. There are, other opportunities for campaigns coming up as well. Streamed and, of course, not streamed games. So all depending on what you're interested in. And it's like-minded people. So if you're into role-playing games, come join us and maybe be part of the actual world as we go. So with that in mind, I am going to switch over here and bring out a wonderful cast of characters. And, we'll see who they are and what's going on here momentarily. And let us... And we take that off the banner off the screen now for a little bit so we can see your faces. Yes, we got to see your faces, and I'm going to go one at a time through. And first up, of course, we have who's up first? Oh, that would be this particular person up here. That is Ren. Who are you, and who are you playing? I think I can't hear you. Why can I not hear you?
Because everyone's muted.
Oh, I unmuted her. It's just her fault. It's a Deacon's Table thing. We always have
one person has to be muted.
We have to have glitches here and there, otherwise it wouldn't be Deacon's Table. What's going on with your audio there, Red?
Technical difficulties.
Are you plugged in? I might have to skip over you and come back to you. Yeah, I don't hear you.
Pull in.
Wait. No, it says you're muted on your end. No, I still don't hear you. Okay, we'll come back to you in a momentarily. So let us move on to this wonderful person here. This would be Serena. Serena, who are you, and who are you playing? And I'm not hearing any volume from you either.
Serena's muted too.
Oh my word, we are having issues.
Is everyone muted?
Yeah, I think everyone is. Why is everybody muted?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you now. Yay!
Okay, hang on, because I cannot hear.
Oh no.
This is so weird.
I was trying to get my stupid headphones to work. Hang on.
Welcome, all you viewers. This is the chaos that is Deacon's Table on a Thursday evening. We always have technical difficulties from one end of the stream to the other, and hopefully this time it's all at the beginning.
It's usually right at the beginning, though.
Yeah, once we get moving, we're usually okay.
Yeah,
I think
afterwards.
What's frustrating is a lot of times the headsets, if you unplug them for whatever reason, then you have to recalibrate them every single time you play.
Yeah, it's for some reason it resets. And I think the problem is too, if people are ever out there doing live streaming or anything like that with their video audio sometimes does not. Like if you're on Discord and you're in a voice channel, and then all of a sudden you jump into
we lost Lorelai.
She said to leave and come back in.
Jump back in.
I can hear her because she's in the same building.
You have to readjust everybody in a momentarily, but we'll see what you go back
dropping
in.
like flies.
But yeah, sometimes when you're in another program and you're on audio video, and then you jump to another one, and without closing it, not giving the computer time to reset, it does that for some odd reason.
Yeah, it does.
Hopefully the camera will stay there now. It keeps trying to fall.
She's back, but I don't know if she's going to be in the right order. No, she's not. So I'm going to boot everybody again.
Yay!
You're all going to get booted. We lost Rin anyway.
Yeah, we gotta wait for Rin to come back too.
Okay, you're all booted. Rin's got to be the first one back. So I'm just gonna put my wonderful face back here on the screen, so you guys can see me until everybody's back online and we figure out what's going on with the situation. So anyway, as we were talking about Deacon's Table on the Discord and the things you can be part of. Of course, you can also if you look at our description, the video description, and you will actually see on there's also links to our Patreon page, to our merch page. So far, not a lot of merch out there related to Emerald Legion yet, but there is the Combat Chicken shirts and such available, as well as cell phone cases and things like that. So you can get that fun little image of Oswald the Combat Chicken. But through Patreon, as well as where we release a lot of the material from Foreverland for the world setting, because it is a modular system. A lot of it's free. If you're on the Discord, you get a lot of the stuff. It's all for free on there, and the stuff that's on there remains free. However, the finalized product, when it gets to a PDF format, it's a plug-and-play modular you can buy region by region. You can buy individual ancestries or ancestry categories, such as beast folk or sea folk and so on, to give access to that. And then once I've got the character database, so it's all one at a time coming out. We just finished releasing the Jade Forest, which was last season's Emerald Legion. Actually, for the last couple of seasons of Emerald Legion was from there. But I've released a finalized version of that to our Patreon members. They can download it and see, and there's still plenty of room in there for any DM to plug and play what's going on. So who is still missing? We're still missing Rin for some reason. What is going on with Rin? I'm going to double check. Rin. My apologies to those watching the stream. Again, technical difficulty. Here, we're doing something. I don't know what's going on. I can just sit here and roll dice. Roll them all in advance. I'll make every roll ahead of time, and then it's all done. You guys can play into it. But yeah, so we are expanding, we are growing, which is nice. Our social media through TikTok. I do DMs tips and tricks on TikTok every couple of days. I think we've got 9 or 10 episodes on there, perhaps, or 12 little blurbs on TikTok, so you can check those out and get some tips and tricks. Not just for DMs, a couple player ones on there as well. That's what we've been up to. So just trying to figure out what's going on with our missing individual. Don't know what happened. We lost her. And we're losing viewers. Don't go away, guys. Bear with us. Be patient. I can just get rid of this, and then I'll bring everybody out, and just people that are here, we can just chat and hang out, find out what's going on with life.
Oh, it's fine.
They're all on the screen. For those of you that are not muted,
I still can't hear you, Serena. That's weird.
Who can't you hear?
Serena.
I can't hear Serena either.
That's really weird.
No one can, I can't hear Serena.
You were just there a minute ago. We had you before
It seemed like when you took off your headphones.
Huh?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll hear you when you take your headset off.
Currently, I cannot wear my headset.
That's odd.
Why?
I want to wear my headset, but I cannot wear my headset. So now
You
and
come
turn
through pretty
everybody
clear
up.
without it.
Technical difficulties. We always have to have at least one.
What is going on?
Not a screen without technical difficulties, right?
Oh, okay. So Kiri just posted she's resetting everything. Again, I apologize for viewers out there. Obsidian Goose, nice to have you back with us. Stone Alien Maddie, sorry, I sorry for the delay and the mix-up. But we will be streaming soon as Kiri gets reset and back on. Unfortunately, the software that we use, which is StreamYards, does not allow me to maneuver the positions. Well, I guess I sort of can. Did it just do that? It just did that.
Yeah, you just
It never
switched
did that before. They must have just added that. That's new. Yay!
You know, it's really frustrating. I use this
You look
headset.
like a liar.
It's frustrating because I use this headset on the other computer, on the good computer. I do not have issues. I bring it to the laptop, and neither headset will work.
That's weird.
Maybe
Like
your
when you're
laptop
live
just
streaming,
doesn't
though,
like
or
them.
like
Your laptop is pretty old.
It's about 12 years
It's-
old.
that's
Oh,
pretty darn
okay.
old.
I have a question. Are the headphones newer than the laptop?
Yes.
So they might actually be having a thing where they can't communicate because certain old computers
Yeah.
will not recognize new headsets and stuff.
But it works.
I feel like you might just need a new laptop.
It doesn't matter if it works. Some laptops don't. We can't talk to the new headsets.
Easier.
I completely agree that it's not easy. Financially speaking, it's very, very difficult. You are absolutely correct.
But unfortunately, some old computers will not work with newer headsets and stuff like that. It's like if it's like a new laptop. It's like the computer.
You do need a new laptop.
Your laptop is speaking French and the headset is speaking Japanese.
Pretty much.
Realistically, I know I need a new one. I just don't have the $700 to dump into it.
It takes time. It takes time. Sometimes you're just gonna say that.
Things like that are great for.
She's got a couple different things she's gonna in her list of like, I'm gonna save up to get this.
Oh no, that's totally fair.
Then I'm gonna get this.
That's totally fair.
And that's one of the things in the line.
Well, like I said, financially speaking, laptops and computers and electronics in general are.
We're all here.
I think everyone kind of has a list of what they want to upgrade, and they have to save up to do.
So while we're all here, except for Ren. Ren already kind of knows this anyway. We are. I thought it was episode 7, but again, I was mistaken. It's actually episode 8. So we have episodes 9, 10, 11, and 12 left. I think, depending on the pacing and how you guys handle it. As we know, we did change a couple episodes back on how we do our pacing. Sometimes we go through rather quickly, sometimes we don't. But I will let everybody know that to what we're looking for now in our next series that we'll be doing, we're going to go back and do Southern Expanse again. May not be the same characters we had before. Haven't really decided that yet, but it will only be 4 players per campaign setting. There may be another DMing a session as well, doing something different. Whether that's Jack doing something with maybe the new region that may be coming out in the near future. Or we'll figure something out. But we're trying to get together or trying to get multiple campaigns going to have something a little different for people to watch, and not just the Emerald Legion all the time. So we'll go back to Southern Expanse, explore that for a little while again. I'd like to get onto a series where we're in a series and we can just do exploration. And I think Southern Expanse allows for a little bit more of that kind of role play, so you can try different areas and pop in and see different parts of the world.
I also like to play Whistler.
And I think with Jack's going to do the new region, it's a very hostile region as well. So maybe a little bit more of a dark, grittier campaign.
And you're putting Jack in control of it?
It's his region. So
in all
he's been working on this for.
We're gonna die.
In all fairness, Jack actually had his players eat all of our friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, all right then.
Yeah.
That's something.
We had a campaign where we had made friends with all these people in like the bar and stuff. One of our players was actually like dating one of the characters and everything. And we had made a demon mad, and he murdered all of our friends and made them into meat pies, and it was an illusion, and we ate all of our friends.
Hey.
And that ended the campaign. We were like, move on.
I will say that my players in my Curse of Strahd campaign went through something more or less. I don't want to give away anything, but
did you record your Curse of Strahd, or are you?
Yeah, I'm DMing Curse of Strahd. They just.
Are you recording it?
What?
Are you recording it?
No. We're not doing live streaming or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they just bought some dream pastries, and so.
Don't
want to give.
Oh no!
No! I think most of us know what that is.
I know what those are.
No,
it is a dark storyline.
Wow. Yummy!
I don't
Yummy! I'm hungry.
That's literally one of the reasons why I don't want to play Curse of Strahd is those dream pastries.
It's
So
pretty
electric
dark.
people.
I've had to change.
That's why I'm glad. Like my campaign is pretty mellow when it comes to that sort of stuff.
Oh, we are
So,
streaming
yeah,
our,
I've had
Not
to.
that bad.
There's been a
we
couple
are
of
streaming
situations
our
where
every
I've
other
looked at
Friday
the settings and
campaign.
I've had to red flag a bunch of
Who's
stuff.
is anybody here in? Well, other than Jack, Jack, you're involved, I think, or you've signed up for this Saturday's game as well. Is anybody else in here signed up for that?
I did say I was interested.
We do have
just
a
recently.
What character would you be interested in?
Naomi. We say that we were going to go hang out with Ray and Adrian on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I didn't put it on the
That's
calendar.
why I didn't sign up for it because I love the title.
Never got it situated.
Totally want to do a goat heist, but unfortunately we already made plans.
Bear in mind,
I forgot about that, so yeah, I'd have to bow out.
Yuki, it would be your level 4, 3, or 5 character.
Yes, but I have two
Yeah.
characters that are like that level. I have Lyra and I also have Mabel.
So either
I was
one.
gonna bring Suvis in, but I don't know if I can now.
Yeah, but
Yeah, if you're not going to be around for Saturday, then no, it's and it is a different format, a little bit of a different kind of adventure, different theme behind it, because if some of you have noted that some of the one shots or the mini adventures, as we like to call them, I changed themes up from action adventure to we had a mystery, we had a horror, kind of a horror setting in the one. This one, well, I'll give it away. This one's a little bit of comedy. It's a goat heist.
Like I wanted
we're
to
going to
do
have a
it.
little bit of fun with this one. So I'm looking forward to running people through it, and I'm looking forward to people watching it. And I'm sure they'll find it enjoyable. I don't know what's taking Ren so long to reboot here.
Hey, Xerxes, why don't you join it?
What's that?
Why don't you join it?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to check my schedule. I know I'm working Saturday morning, but I think it should be fine.
with my characters, I usually prefer Mabel to be on with like one of the people she already knows, just because it made sense for her character. So if I decide to go in it, it'll probably be Lyra.
Probably, yeah.
All right, so we're in a bit of a dilemma here. Because we really can't continue without a full group, because it makes no sense.
Pretty difficult, yeah.
Yeah, especially because we were kind of like about to have a fight, so kind of need our thief.
Well, no, she's a monk, bard.
She's a monk, basically.
Monk person that hides and does sneak attacky things. I don't know.
Yeah,
you have a monk bard, a bard block, a ranger rogue, which is Passiflora, 2 paladins, and a cleric.
2 different type of paladins.
We have a lot of holy power on our side. Have you guys noticed that?
We have a lot of
2 paladins, a bard lock, and a monk all walk into a tavern.
And one doesn't want to fight.
Because it's the cleric of the Triland as well.
Sure, there's a joke there somewhere.
We also have Passiflora, which is our rogue ranger.
Yeah. I will say I do love some of the backstories we have for these characters, so I'm excited to see them get more revealed as we go along.
I'm developing a good backstory.
Let's try. Are you here? Can we hear you, Ren?
Can you hear me?
Yay!
Yay! We have Mike. Hey, viewers, guess what? We can get back to our introductions.
All smooth sailing.
I can barely hear.
Well, we'll fix that
at the mic.
Oh, wait, there we go.
There we go. So let's
better.
figure this part out now. And I'm just going to sort people back around.
I was just saying, I'm playing Rin, now I'm playing Passiflora.
I'm playing Passiflora. Now I'm
playing Oswald, apparently.
Musical chairs.
There we go. You never used to be able to move the screens around before on this. It used to be you have to put them up in sequence, otherwise it would mess everything up. But this is kind of now that I know this is handy. I can move people around. So let's get back to our introductions. So
Sorry about that.
off, that's okay. This is the curse, by the way. It is the Deacon's Table curse. We always have a technical difficulty. This was one of the bigger ones. So we will get that out of our system now.
Bad one.
It's not the actual
All right,
book
so
I've ever had, though.
this
Surprisingly.
person right here, you can see in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is Rin. So Rin, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, my name is Kiri Morning, and I'm playing Rin, the Pardis dancer monk. And I now have no technical difficulties to speak of, so hopefully that stays this way tonight.
Excellent. And now we will switch over to the lovely Serena. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a picture of Serena. Serena, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lorelai, and I am going to be playing our wonderful Selkie Paladin Oath of Redemption.
Excellent. And of course, next up, we have Debug.
Debug, yeah. I'm playing Garrett. My name is Garrett. I'm playing Xerxes, who is a Zephyr.
You're playing
which is
Garrett?
like a bug, like a praying mantis kind of a character. You can find me on the socials on what in the hell is that thing called? Threads. That's it. I can never remember the name of it. Threads. That D&D guy on Threads.
Excellent. And then we have Yuki.
Hi, I'm Rose. I'm also known as Malta Starlight on some things. I am playing Yuki, who is our Lapid Cleric of the Twilight.
Excellent. And of course, then we have Oswald, the combat chicken.
Combat chicken.
Combat chicken. Hi, I'm Oz. I am a lovely, strong, and brave paladin of the Oath of Glory. I am also a bird folk of the ostrich type. I can gas for Auden.
Okay. Before I move on to Passiflora, Oswald, just as a correction notice as we're doing the stream, speak slower and into the microphone, not your head all over the place, because you're talking so fast, you're cutting in and out, you're talking loud and you're in and out, and you're moving, like, just focus, talk to the microphone, and that's to make it easier for people to
My bad,
understand
I got
you.
too excited.
Yeah, we all get excited sometimes, but if you have a top end mic, that's better. But when you have just the average microphone, not a good idea. Last but not least, though, we have Passiflora. Who are you and who are you playing? And this is Passiflora up here in the right hand corner.
Yes, I'm Passiflora. I am a Tinkto Moss Dancer. And I am looking for a new territory and a new life, and found these interesting individuals. I am a Ranger Rogue multi-class.
Excellent. So where we last left did we just lose somebody again?
We lost Xerxes.
Oh, where'd Xerxes go?
The start is messed up.
Oh,
Sorry.
Now I
My
play.
screen froze. I apologize.
right. Okay, there we go. And the curse continues. Where we last left off, the party had just come up the Scarlet Road towards Scarlet Haven and was kind of peering into the town from a little bit of a distance, and something just seemed odd. So we're going to continue from there. The road had wound through dense forest, ever-present crimson canopy of the Scarlet Grove stretching overhead. The air is thick, humid, and charged with an unnatural stillness, as if the trees themselves are watching you. Not the same kind of feeling you got from the Mistwood Forest. This is a little bit different. The scent of damp earth and distant wood smoke actually fills your lungs as you crest that final ridge, revealing the town of Scarlet Haven below. Unlike Mistwood or other settlements of the Middlelands, Scarlet Haven is eerily subdued. The stone and timber buildings adorned with intricate elven carvings stand tall and well kept, yet the town square, visible from the road, is devoid of the usual bustling energy of a trade hub. Few figures move between the structures, and even fewer acknowledge any presence around the town or each other. You do know, and what you have heard so far, that the Emerald Legion does have other forces in the region right now, trying to get to the bottom of this, because apparently this is something that is, as you guys have determined already, is way beyond just the average meddling in the affairs of the Etherbloom. There's the Gilded Accord is really up to something. Scouts have mentioned this silence before in other areas, but experience it firsthand is different. There's something really amiss here, and the question is, where do you begin? So what are you guys doing? The road leads directly into town. There's no walls, there's no gates, there's nothing like that. No watchmen. Yes, Oswald.
Didn't Oswald already walk into the town?
You were at the edge of town.
Yep.
Yeah, me and Oswald were.
We're going to get ready to go in. I believe that's where you guys
I think
were.
everybody else is hiding, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, Serena, what were you doing?
That's all I was gonna say, was that according to my notes, the girls were hiding and the boys were,
Getting
right
ready
up the middle.
Just to go right in. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, the road leads directly into town. There's no watchman there to greet you. The streets beyond, they're all paved with smooth stone. The paths lead towards an uncommonly pristine town square. A few distant figures move along the alleyways and beneath the shaded eaves of shop fronts, though none make direct eye contact with you. The entire settlement feels rather rehearsed, as though it exists just enough to be seen, but not enough to be truly lived in. Now, I need stealth checks from those of you that are hiding.
Well, not me.
And that's not Oswald and Xerxes. You guys walk marching straight into town.
I was hiding too, right? Or was I not hiding?
I think you were trying to hide.
Yeah, I think I was attempting to hide.
Yeah.
Not that I'm very good at hiding, but I was attempting to hide.
Okay, so stealth checks. Rin, how'd you do?
What do we go for stealth again?
I crash around and stumble, and I break every twig and branch that there is.
Okay, so you're not hiding very well.
Stealth is
24.
Stealth is D20, right?
Yeah, everything's a 20.
24 for Serena.
Serena's got 24, so you're well hidden.
19.
I got a 24 as well.
That's where
Okay.
she learned it
So
from.
pretty much, Oswald and Xerxes, as you're moving forward, you kind of see Rin looking more like the cat that's playing within the leaves and making kind of a noise, kicking around the leaves and sticks and whatever else. Everybody else is kind of blended into their surroundings, and you really don't see them very well as you're going into town. What are you two doing specifically? What are you trying to do? What are your intentions? So Xerxes, we'll start with you. What are you doing?
I'm first going to cast comprehend languages, just because I can do what I will, and I just want to make sure that I understand
Just in
what's being
case.
said
Yep.
and I don't miss anything. You said there are people walking around.
Yeah, it's like there's people. It's almost like they're not making eye contact with you. They're kind of going between shops. So some of them are going into shops and then coming out of shops and then going down the road and going somewhere else. Like it's almost as if this is a rehearsal. Like it's been like a play for your benefit. You're not sure. Are you trying to figure that out a little bit?
Well, I was going to say when I watch the villagers, do they talk to each other, or like do they bump into each other, or can I tell that it's rehearsed? Like I guess I'm trying to figure out if it
well, for that,
fictitious or not.
For that you need, well, you tell me, are you just trying to perceive, like notice the subtleties, or are you really trying to be in depth? So an investigation or a perception?
Oh, I got a
What do you
much
think?
better perception, but I would say that I'm investigating, like
Okay.
it.
So make me an
Because
investigation.
the feeling that I get around the town is just weird. So
Can
if
I
I'm
do
being
that?
fair about it, then
Can I
Hang
help
on,
him out with
hang
that?
on, Oswald. Hang on. You want to give a help action?
I am not a detective. I rolled a natural
You
one for 4.
Well, you get advantage because
Oh,
you're
thank
you're being helped by.
Thank God for that. Wow, it was almost another natural one. 22. That's much better.
22. With the help of, as you're kind of walking casually into town, with the help of Oswald, pointing certain things out as you're trying to investigate, you detect, you basically get that there's subtle movements behind curtain windows.
Yeah.
Residents are watching, but avoiding contact. You also notice that there is faintly disturbed dust and dirt on the road and fewer footprints than expected. It seems that many have left the town already. They're moving in like outward directions.
Mhm.
Now, Oswald, as this is going on, you are obviously giving some help and pointing things out to Xerxes as you're going. Are you doing anything else specific as you're walking into town and observing this?
More than likely, Oswald would just turn to Xerxes and goes, "This seems odd. The town does not look as full as I remember it."
It's not so much that it's not full. It just doesn't look real. Like,
Who wants to make me an insight check?
I don't know, like whatever. Well, what's
You're
your
both talking about it. You're both.
I would say do him because
Yeah.
I do not get a plus on that.
I was gonna say I got +5, so I don't know. Is that with advantage or
Nope, just plain insight check.
that's fine? 16.
Okay, you kind of you're again. You're being casual. You guys are still moving forward. You're talking amongst yourselves. They are avoiding you, but the avoidance to you is not out of fear.
Yeah, that's
They're not afraid of you. They're afraid of being seen interacting with you. There's between the two of you, as you guys are moving forward, it's clear that there must be hidden observers somewhere. There's a sense of something being orchestrated here.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to one of the villagers and take them by the shoulder and say, "Hi, where's the closest inn? We're very, very tired travelers, and we really need to have a rest."
Oswald's going to end up
pay
following.
attention to my surroundings to see if I notice anything while I'm talking to this person.
Oswald's going to follow suit, go on the other person's other side, and goes, "Yes, we've been traveling for a long time, me and my compatriot here.
So
And
tired.
we really need a place to put our feet up."
So are you doing this to two separate people or the same person?
Same person.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. Yeah, it's the same person.
They seem very uncomfortable at this point, and they kind of pull back away from you. And they just say, "Sorry, I don't really have time to talk, but maybe down up that way in the middle of town." They point up the road a little bit to clearly the market square.
Does it look
and they just keep doing their business. They keep moving
when they
along.
are talking to us? Does it look like they are looking past us to see anything?
Make me a perception check.
Yeah. Pretty good at that. 17.
Yes. You notice at the beginning of the conversation, they kind of, it's almost like they're looking over their shoulder and around quickly before they even say anything to you.
Okay.
And the conversation is very nervous.
Sure.
And that's what you're noticing.
I will thank them and mention to Oswald that we should go to the inn where nobody is gonna have any problems.
Oswald just goes, I guess I'll race you over there then.
All right then, sir.
We all know I'm the faster one of us two, so you're probably not going to beat me in a foot race.
Okay.
I'm being intentionally loud.
Yep, that's fine. You're being intentionally loud and moving forward. Yes, Ren, I was just going to get back to you guys. So, Ren, we'll start off with you.
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm pretty sure now that I know that my stealth is not working.
Yeah. And you see them walking in town and actually pretty much accost one of the townsfolk, pulling them kind of out of their way. And it's a clear, even from where you are, it is a clearly uncomfortable situation that they have just caused. So what are you doing, Rin?
I'm going to bound joyfully out of the woods because I know I'm not hidden. And I'm going to pounce on up to the boys and slap them both in the back of the head and apologize to the person that they were trusting.
Okay. So as you do that, make me a perception check for one.
17.
Okay. What you notice as you come in and you do that and you apologize to the townsfolk, the townsfolk just kind of mumble something, that you don't quite understand. They're really not saying anything. And they're just moving along in their business. It's just like, yeah, whatever. And they just keep going as if there was no interaction at all. But as you're doing that and you slap the guys and you kind of spot just out of the corner of your eye, a hooded figure watching from one of the nearby rooftops.
I'm sorry, say that again?
You notice just up ahead, because they're heading towards the open market that you see. Up ahead on one of the nearby rooftops, you spot a hooded figure watching.
I'm going to attempt to sidetrack, acting as if I'm playing with a butterfly or something, and I'm going to try and sneak up on him.
Okay, so you got to get up on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna have to make me 2 athletics or acrobatics checks to get up onto the roof.
Obviously.
And as for the rest, Serena, Yuki, Passiflora, what are you guys doing? You're kind of hidden in the back, and you're watching this now. You watch the boys go into town. They do this. You watch Rin kind of go up and slide, and then it kind of goes off on her own a little bit off to the side. What are you 3 doing? Serena?
So, as we come in, I'm again staying hidden. I'm trying to look around and figure out what's actually really going on. We do see the hooded figures, right? Or do we not see them
No.
yet? Okay. I'm trying to figure out.
You are going into town though, right?
Is there a way to stay hidden and still go into town?
Not completely, no.
Okay. Gonna go around the outside and stay hidden and kind of see what we can find out there, or.
So you're not going to go. You're going to just kind of go around the town. It's kind of a big town.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know it was that big.
Like it's about the same size as Mistwood, to be honest with you, which is kind of big.
Yeah. Do we see anything suspicious from where we're at?
Just 1 second here. I'm trying to see if I have something here I can share. Just to kind of.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to do so we're still hidden and can try and interact.
Yeah, there's no way that you're going to be able to get into town and interact and remain hidden. It's not possible.
Not feasible.
Okay. And let me just flash this up on the screen momentarily.
Oh wow, yeah, that is a big size.
Oh, okay.
The road over on the far left-hand side is the road you've come in on.
Okay.
The bottom left, and you've come out past those farms that are, with the trees and whatnot, and you're just kind of coming into town. And everybody's pointing you towards the intersection, which would be around number 6 and 4 on the map, as that's being around the town square. So just so you guys have an idea of what you're seeing there. I'm going to get back to you, Xerxes, in a moment because I'm just trying to get these guys caught up. So just need to final answer those three. Are you going into town or no?
Well, I don't think there's anything we could really do out here, so
Yeah.
probably would be best to go into town.
I think Passiflora would signal the two of them.
Can't hear you.
Like I said, Passiflora would signal you two, and basically like no worries, and will use her ability to climb so easily to get up on the roofs and things and try and stay as stealthy as she can that way.
Okay. So you're going to have Serena and Yuki kind of just casually going in, and you're going to go up rooftop wise.
Yep.
Okay. I know because of your natural abilities, you will only have to make one athletics or acrobatics check to get up on the roofs. And I'm gonna just quickly get back to Ren. Ren, what was your rolls?
A 19, which makes it 25, and a nat 20.
Can I?
Okay. You're on the roof. Yes, Xerxes.
I was gonna cast Spider Climb on Rin so that you don't have to make your checks.
Yeah, but did you know what I was doing?
Yeah.
I would have asked. It's fine if you don't want to. That's okay.
Yeah, she just because she had said she just kind of wandered off on her own to do cat things.
Never mind.
So at that point, Passiflora and Ren, you both notice not just one, but a couple of hooded figures on different rooftops around town. Now, you're not able to get from rooftop to rooftop here easily. You can do maybe a couple buildings, but you're not going to be able to go like all the way through town. There's like big areas of trees and open grass areas and whatnot. So, but you notice them, but you also notice that they notice you. They don't take any action other than the fact they're watching. Now, back to the boys. You're marching into the center of town, up to that middle section of area. Okay. At the heart of the town, it's like a small square. It's like a crossroads. There's a canopy of a few Scarlet Haven trees. Unlike the bustling trade centers you've encountered before, this one is very, very subdued. There are no merchants shouting their wares, no laborers unloading carts. Only a handful of vendors sit quietly in their stalls. Business owners are inside their shops or in the doorways, exchanging goods in hushed tones with townsfolk. As you step out into the open, several heads turn in your direction before quickly looking away. A merchant selling dried herbs clutches her wares a little tighter, while a blacksmith near a forge works a little too intently, ignoring your approach. Despite the quiet, something here demands your attention. Xerxes, what are you doing as you're observing this? You've got vendors. You got a couple of merchants.
Anything other than just keeping watch and seeing how people react to me. Like, I have no idea that there are people on top of the roofs.
At this point, make me a perception check because of what you just said.
Yeah, sure.
You said you're looking around and you're
I'm the people are weird, and I'm trying to kind of get a sense of why they're weird, you know. Like there's
once you make your perception roll, make me an insight right afterwards.
24 for perception.
You spot a hooded figure on actually a couple hooded figures on different rooftops, and now an insight check.
Do they look human? Or I guess, can I tell if they look human?
They're humanoid. They're wearing black.
Oh, that's crappy. 12.
12. Yeah, you're getting that sense that it's almost like the townsfolk have been told to avoid you. That's the same feeling you got from earlier on, and right now you know there are people watching them and watching you.
I'll turn to look at Oswald and I'll go, Yuki, hey, wait, not Yuki, Rin, wait, Oswald, where did Rin go?
I have no idea.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, you see everybody else. You see Yuki. You see Serena coming. You do not see.
She acts like a
We're
cat
gonna have
most
to
of
put
the
a
time.
bell on her.
She's probably gone and found a mouse.
Put a bell on her. That'd be funny.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Look,
I think we might have another
I-
merch idea.
And as for Yuki,
Bring with the little bell.
more likely she found a,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
probably in a farm randomly eating a carrot somewhere.
I'm following you guys right now.
He's right behind you as you say
I'm
that.
gonna whisper to Oswald in a very hushed tone that we are being watched from the rooftops, but don't look immediately.
So, did I hear the combat chicken say this about me? Since I'm like right behind
Yes,
him.
you were right behind him, but you also are close enough to hear the hushed words of Xerxes saying that you guys are all being watched.
Okay, so her ears kind of go down, and she makes the annoyed bunny thump of her foot, and kind of gives him a yuck that kind of says like, "Oh, we'll deal with you later," kind of yuck. And then continues just kind of pretending like she didn't hear anything.
Okay, so Rin and Passiflora, what are you guys doing on the rooftops?
Okay, now how close are we to this, or how close am I to the one that I spotted from the ground?
Well, he's like, you'd have to literally get down from these buildings and go climb up on some other buildings to get to him. He's about
Well,
four
I was-
buildings away from you, the
I
closest
was
one.
trying to get up to him.
That's without being seen. This is the closest you can get. And you were hidden until you got up on the roof, but now he sees you.
I'm going to stand up and start walking towards him, waving my hand and shouting, "Hey, how you doing?"
Here we go.
Oh, that's
Okay, so
funny.
you're doing that. So you basically you hop across a couple of roofs, and now you're maybe there's like about a 40-foot, 50-foot gap in between the two buildings now, building that he's on and the building you're on, and you're like, "Hey, how's it going?" Passiflora, what are you doing as you see this?
Well, honestly, that's exactly what I was gonna do with my character.
So what you notice as you guys are up there, Passiflora, you get up to the edge of the building, and you're maybe still two buildings away, maybe 80 feet away, but you see across the road, 30 feet across the road on another rooftop is Rin doing the same thing, waving to the same guy. Hey, how's it going? And this figure drops down the side of the building. Is gone. Says nothing.
Oh, we're supposed to say that we're not intruding in their territory and trying to be respectful if they don't let us talk to them about being in their territory.
I'm pursuing him.
Okay, so you're going to go try to find him?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. What about you, Passiflora?
I think what I would probably do is try to get in an angle where I can try and keep an eye on her from but not get too far away from the party. Basically, I'm trying to get midway to try and be a relay if something goes wrong with Rin.
Okay, so how far from the party do you want to be?
Well, let's see here. My speed.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, split the party. That's always a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Seems like the best
Look
plan
at-
to me.
Well, most of us are together.
I don't have a very long speed, so I'm not going to get very far away from the party because I only have a
40
25
feet?
foot. I only have a 25-foot walking speed. So
So do you want to be one round away or two rounds away?
I
50?
would probably be about 50 feet because I could at least dash and get to the party.
Okay, so yeah, you can dash forward. So you're 50 feet away from the town market, so you see everybody down below. You see Rin off to the side, kind of checking out alleyways, looking for this individual that dropped down. I need a perception check, Rin.
25.
25. You do not find the guy that dropped off this roof. At least you don't think it's him. But you do see another hooded figure on another roof across the open market, looking down at the party.
Didn't I
And
see
you're
that?
also about maybe 30 feet from the party at this point. So you guys are in the marketplace, and as I said, it's very eerie. You're all investigating. You're all trying to perceive and watch and listen and look and observe. Because again, no one's taken any hostile action towards you. No one has said a hostile word towards you. They've just kind of ignored you. And as the silence drags on, it really becomes clear that they're waiting, but for what or for whom? The chill runs down your spine as a distant clang of metal against stone echoes from one of the alleyways behind the market square. Pretty much below where that one watcher is, Ren. A small group of the townsfolk that were walking past quietly there suddenly scatter, moving hurriedly into their homes and slamming their doors behind them. Something or someone approaches, and they know you are here. What are you guys doing? You've got the sound. You've heard that. What are you doing at this point? Are you following the sound? Are you calling out? Are you blending in? Like, what's your intentions?
I'd like to cast Armor Agathis, please.
Okay, so you're
back up on the roof and hide.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to, well, the one roof that you're nearby is a single story, so one check, and I need a stealth check once you're up there. Serena, what are you doing?
Well, originally I was gonna hearing Xerxes see how many people were actually watching us subtly, but I don't know if that'll still be anything worth doing. Hearing the sound, I'm still gonna look around to see people are acting around us and how many of those figures are watching us still.
Okay. You guys all together, you maybe see there's about 6 individuals watching from different vantage points that you've seen. The sound did not come from the rooftop. It came from an alleyway in behind. The townsfolk that were in the square are now gone from the square. They've gone to their homes and gone into their businesses and closed and locked the doors. That's what you're noticing. So and the few townsfolk that are still there are kind of they're tucking themselves against the buildings or into an alleyway and just trying to stay out of visual sight. So again, that's what you've noticed. So you're doing that observation, Xerxes.
I'll go towards the sound to investigate.
So you're going to investigate the sound,
Yeah,
okay?
Sure.
I need you to make me a stealth roll as you're going, unless you're intentionally not doing that.
I don't think there's any point in me stealthing. They already know
You're just going to go?
So. Yeah, no, I'm just going to walk over. Whatever. I'm curious.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. So I know where you're going. You're headed. Yuki, what are you doing? We're going right down the road here, Oswald. Just going down the lane.
I'm gonna kind of be walking down the lane, following the others, but I'm also kind of keeping an eye out, looking around to see if I notice anything strange. Besides, the people hiding and acting like we're about to murder them all.
So are you following more behind Serena or Xerxes? Because they're both going in 2 different directions.
I'm following Serena, probably.
Okay. So you're sticking around the town square, just observing and watching.
Yeah.
Oswald.
Serena seems the most sane of our party, so I'm following Serena right
now. Did you say we saw people ahead of us?
What's that?
Double checking. Did you say we saw people ahead of us?
Okay. Again, you're in a crossroads, like a market crossroads. There's businesses and everything else that are now closed, shuttered, and locked. People have gone indoors. The few people that remain on the streets are tucked into alcoves, alleyways, and they're just remaining silent amongst themselves. You've noticed 6 individuals on rooftops all over the square, like hundreds of feet apart from each other, but observing you and the people that are there. That's what you see. Okay, and there's a sound coming from another alleyway.
Okay. Oswald is going to just go ahead of everybody else and just be like, hey, I'm going to scout and see what's going on around here. Make it obvious what he's doing. He just got heading towards the south.
So you're just heading further into town.
Yeah, I'm heading towards that sound.
Oh, so you're going in an alleyway then?
Yeah, wherever the sound is coming.
Okay. So you are going with Xerxes then. Passiflora, what are you doing?
So I'm still up on a roof at the moment. Is there a way for me to hide behind a chimney or something like that, but still kind of get an angle where I can like see what comes out of the alley if something does come out of the alley? Basically, I want to reposition myself so that the people on the roof can't see me anymore, if possible.
So you need to make me a stealth check. So, Ren, what was your stealth check on the roof?
Got a 25 for my acrobatics and 19 on stealth.
On your stealth, okay. So you are up and you're kind of hiding behind a chimney. Passiflora, what was your stealth there? Quickly, while we did it.
19.
Okay, so you guys are both hidden behind chimneys, watching that alleyway. Serena and Yuki, you're just casually in the market with everybody else. And Oswald and Xerxes, you are moving towards the alleyway to follow that sound. As you do, half running, half stumbling out of the alleyway is this very frightened looking teenage boy. Just almost bumping into you as you guys are starting to go in the alleyway. He looks really frazzled and scared, and he just half stumbles and half bumps into Xerxes because you were in the front. What do you do?
I'll catch him, and I mean before he falls.
Oswald's gonna try to. Oh, sorry. I
was gonna say I'll look at him and say like, "Are you okay? Or is everything all right?"
Okay. He looks very scared. Just not sure what to say to you. You see him kind of almost like stopping to think of his words, and all he kind of pushes away from you a little bit and goes, "They're always watching," and he runs.
Okay, hold on. Oswald's gonna stop him and goes and tries to use a persuasion by going, "Who's always watching, dear friend? I am a member of the Golden Road Knights. I am here to protect you, as you know."
Roll me persuasion.
Wish I had a whole person. Jeez.
Can I see Passiflora from where I am?
Yes.
So while Oswald goes on his little tirade, I look over her and I mock him.
Dirty 20.
Okay. He looks at you, terror on his face, and then looks past you back down the alleyway, and then just says again, "They're watching. They're watching," and he pushes you away and starts to run.
I'll let him run.
So what did you ran? You looked at Passiflora and did what?
I went blah 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 blah.
Oh, okay. Just kind of mocking Oswald.
Passiflora is trying to not break her stealth because she's trying not to chuckle.
So at this point, after that person, the boy, fled, you notice over your shoulder, Oswald, down that alleyway, not far away in the shadows, is a figure. Only for a moment you see them. Both you and Xerxes see them. And then they're gone. They vanish into another alleyway down behind. A sudden tension settles over Scarlet Haven. Whatever's happening is not simply paranoia or coincidence. Someone or something is orchestrating this entire silence. And if the town won't speak willingly, you're going to have to find some other way to uncover the truth.
Orcus honking.
I'm just saying, are you saying we're going to have to torture these people?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Okay. For one, can Oswald chase down the guy? Because I can run at 60 feet at 120.
Okay.
Pretty quickly.
Let me again make it very, very clear what's going on. You've got two people who are away from the group already. up on rooftops. You have 2 that are in this around this crossroads area, probably 60 feet away from each other, 30 feet away from each other, just kind of wandering around with the townsfolk. Xerxes is with you, and you've got a whole series of alleyways that you want to run and try and. First of all, you have no idea where they went, where they are. Sure, you can outrun them if you can find them.
I didn't see what direction he went in.
You've seen him disappear into the shadows.
It's not like one direction while you're trying to figure out what you're doing. He could turn another
I
direction.
will ask very clearly of the party. Are you at this point splitting the party and going off on your own?
No.
Xerxes, you have something to add.
Yeah, I got a question. Is there like a very large mansion or building in town? Like something that's clearly bigger than the rest of it? Like something that would be like a mayor's hub or a central hub or something like
Well,
that?
you're not sure where the mayor's house is at this point, but the biggest building you've seen so far is right over, just literally maybe 30 feet up the road, and it's the tavern or the inn, and the doors are closed and locked.
I wouldn't know if they were locked, but
well,
that's the biggest building.
You do know when the townsfolk went in, they barred doors.
Okay. I guess what I'm saying is I want to I don't know. I was gonna say I want to look around town for like the biggest building, something that looks
suspicious.
Well, not necessarily suspicious, but a place where people would meet, like would go. If it happens to be a tavern, so be it. But just like a big building, something that stands out. I guess does that make sense?
Yep. So, are you going alone, or are you guys going as a party?
Well,
Oswald wants to follow the shadowed figure.
Honestly, if he wants to follow the shadow figure, I'm going to let him. We're all kind of splitting off, I guess. So,
meanwhile, Oswald just basically says to Xerxes, "The way I see it, I'm the least stealthy one of our party. If anyone's going to be best to be caught off guard, it would be me."
My only advice to you is just be careful. Don't be bold. If you see something wrong, run. For the love of God, run.
Well, you know I can do that.
Well, I know you can, and that's why I'm suggesting it.
Talking about Oswald.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. It's honestly, if he wants to go off and search, I'm not going to stop him. We haven't seen anything overly dangerous yet, because I don't know if these people are like I don't even know if they have weapons or anything like that. As far as I know, they're just watching.
They have the bold and the beautiful. We have the bold and the Oswald.
Yeah.
So, Oswald, you've gone off down a dark alleyway.
Yep.
In search of a shadowed individual.
Yeah, because I'm thinking in terms of this. If I go and chase what seems to be obviously someone trying to lure me into a trap, at least then it's just me, and the others can then cover it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've gone off on your own. So we'll get to you. Xerxes, you wanted to just explore the town more, and as I said, you kind of do go up ahead a little bit, half a block up. You look down the streets. The biggest building in town is the inn.
Okay,
it's where people would gather in this town. It seems to be like there's all kinds of shops and that, but everything is closed.
Yeah,
there are some still townsfolk. So you go to the inn. What do you do at the door of the inn?
I don't know that it's locked, but I'm going to check and see.
It's locked. It's barred from the inside.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, there are windows. You go to look at the windows, and they are covered from the inside.
Are they open or unlocked? Locked or unlocked?
They're like a sealed case window. They don't have. Yeah.
Jeez, that's tricky. I'm gonna search around the building and see if there's like a
close.
door.
Oh, sorry, Xerxes.
No, you're right.
How close is Xerxes to us now that he's going into there? Because
you guys are all, other than the two on the roof, Yuki, you, and Xerxes are all maybe no more than 60 feet away from each other. You're at a crossroads. So you're either at one street up, one over here, one over there, like, or you're together. It's up to you guys where you are. And you do know that Ren and Passiflora are right up top, somewhere on those rooftops.
So Serena is going to basically get your attention and then go over to where Xerxes is because she doesn't like how separated everybody is. We don't know this area. We know Gilded Accord are here, and we know this is a dangerous situation.
So you're sticking close to Xerxes.
Yeah, we're trying to stay close to Xerxes, and seeing him, she's like, "Where's the bird?"
And I'll point down the alley where I came from.
So, and Yuki, you're kind of following Serena. Passiflora and Ren, you're on the rooftop. You're watching this going on down in the crossroads below. You lose sight of Oswald because he's gone down a dark alley. You do see those 6 individuals that were watching from various vantage points. I need you guys to make me perception checks.
Woohoo! Nat 20.
Nice.
Guess the time in the timeout chair did my dice some good.
19.
Okay, you see it as well. So the 6 individuals that are kind of spaced out watching, and you know that they don't know exactly where you are, but you're pretty sure they know that you're up on the roofs with them. You're pretty sure of that. They just haven't pinpointed your location. You do notice that Oswald's kind of gone down in a certain direction. You notice at least 6 more figures in the distance on the rooftops popping up in certain areas further on down the road. Like, I mean, hundreds of feet away on different buildings.
Are they in the same direction as Oswald?
They're in that direction somewhere, but you don't know where exactly he's gone.
Basically, I'm trying to gauge if he triggered more people to watch.
It seemed to look that way. As he's gone off an alleyway, off in that direction, you see other figures kind of showing themselves in that particular direction. So Xerxes, you've kind of walking around this building, trying to look for another way in.
Yeah, I'm looking for a door that has a lock or a window that has a lock, because I have an idea.
None of the windows have locks on the main floor of this building. They're all case windows. The back door has also been barred or bolted from the inside.
The
inn is one of those buildings that it probably is, and it does sound like there's people inside.
Yeah.
You hear like hushed tone, like you can't make out the speech, but you know there's people inside. Whether they're hiding in there together or whatever it is they're doing, not ill intent wise. It just sounds like townsfolk, and quite a big cluster of them, perhaps. But they've barred themselves inside the inn.
Is there a second floor?
Yeah, there is. There's a second floor, but you see the windows are all the same. They're not like open and closed windows.
Can't get in. Don't really know right now. I'll think of something. Come back. Okay. I'm just gonna listen to windows, I guess, and see if I can get a sense of any, like if I can pick up any words or like I can't hear conversations, but if I can pick up at least a couple of words.
All right, so we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Oswald, you've gone off on your own. One.
Nice knowing you.
First and foremost, I need a survival roll.
Fried chicken, anyone? You're gonna have to take the combat chicken
16.
off of your.
Okay. As you're kind of going, you think you found the way he's gone. You're not 100% sure. It's dark as you're going down. The air is growing colder as you slip into the narrow alleyways of Scarlet Haven. The glow of lanterns that were on the outside of the market buildings barely reaches beyond a few feet inside an alleyway. Some of the doors have lanterns above them hanging, and again, they barely reach beyond the doorway, casting long shadows that dance across the walls. You round a corner, and up ahead a little ways, you're pretty sure you catch a glimpse of that figure that you noticed in the marketplace. Their cloak blending seamlessly into the dimly lit areas of the alleyway. This town at this point, you've gone maybe 200 feet, 300 feet from where you left off, from the marketplace, from the inn. The town feels even more lifeless here. Doors are shut. Windows are covered. The silence presses in around you, and you are not welcome here, at least not by those who fear what lurks beyond the town's illusion of safety. You're not alone. Someone or something has been watching you since you got down the alleyways. What are you doing?
Again,
Oh,
I'm thinking in terms of how I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna check and see where everybody else is for now first.
So you're going to go all the way back.
No, I don't mean go all the way back. I'm just gonna look around and see if I can see them on the rooftops or like nearby.
Any of you mean your party?
Yes.
They're maybe 300 feet away from you, like 6 or 7 blocks away. You went tracking this individual down alleyways.
Can I still see him?
I just told you.
See where...
Ahead, you think you see him blending in to the shadows.
Okay. So because I think I see him, I'm gonna approach him.
Okay. First of all, make me another survival roll.
Oh, God.
See if you're actually been able to get up to him, if he's going to move or not.
Oof. A 5.
Okay. So your footsteps echo in the still night as you try to follow this fleeting figure as he continues to move away from you through winding back streets and alleyways. They move with a practiced agility, darting around corners just before you reach them. The scent of damp wood and smoke fills the air as you pass by shuttered homes and abandoned stalls. A single candle flickers in an upper window before being hastily snuffed out. You're still following. Are you going to continue? Are you going to try to be stealthy? Are you going to call out? What are you?
I'm going to call out to the person and go, wait. I'm here to help.
So convincing.
Okay, so the figure ahead stops at the end of a building. You're at the front of the building, the back of the building. It stops, and he turns. He is wearing a black face mask with gold markings on it.
Oh, boy.
As you say that, what's your armor class?
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, my class is 16.
Okay. Jesus, Murphy.
I hate when he does that.
Everyone.
And that's 12.
It's only
15.
2 times when Deacon shows any sort of being upset. Either he rolled way too high or way too low.
I'm just worried we missed the obvious hint there.
Oh, Jesus. 42 points of piercing damage as you're hit with 9 arrows from above.
Ooh.
I'm down.
That's the problem. You're alone.
I was not expecting that.
This is
The
what
figure
happens.
that was there.
I'm alone with people watching you.
This is what happens when the combat chicken
All right,
runs
guys.
away
All
on
right,
their
all right,
own.
all right, all right.
Guys, hold on.
I didn't think I was going to get hit that
So,
hard.
Oswald, you have fallen.
Yep.
Whatever happens there, happens there. Rin and Passiflora, perceptions, please.
17.
23.
Okay, the 23 Passiflora, you see it. Rin, you do not. You notice those other figures. You hadn't seen them in the distance. It's hard. They're quite a ways away. Passiflora, you notice that for a moment, they all seem to congregate around a certain area for a minute, and then they're gone. They've hidden back in the shadows. You don't notice them anymore.
All right, that I'm going to report. She'll hop down towards the rest of the party. Say something happened over in this direction. There was a congregation, and now they're gone. And then also, what I was going to say is I'm trying to use my roguish type skills of like, you know how like there's hideouts and things for bad guys a lot of times. Is there like places that would make sense to go hide, like say in a sewer system or something like that? Is what she was.
There's
trying
no
to figure
direct
out.
sewer system here, but you see all kinds of little nooks and alcoves. There's you're seeing it, like you're seeing places that obviously these guys could be using to hide out. You've now reported to the party that off in the direction where Oswald went, there was a cluster of these things popped up, and now they're gone. Ren, you see her hop down and talk to the group down below. That you do notice. But again, you're all getting the sense that there's something here.
Well, we can't figure out what it is or where it is.
Something
you're missing. There's something like you're all looking around, and you're all just kind of trying to figure everything out. You know what I mean? And the answer, you have that feeling that the answer is there. Like there's something that's kind of obvious that you maybe have missed. Maybe clues that should have been discovered that you're not getting. You have that feeling that you've kind of overlooked something. Rin, are you coming down or are you staying up on the roof?
I think I'm going to come down.
Okay. So you join the party. The party can make me a group perception check.
Ugh.
Nice.
I don't think I am helping to this.
14.
29.
29.
Well, I got a 5 because I wrote a nat 1.
Nice.
The rabbit is inspecting her toes.
Did anybody roll over 50? Who rolled over 15? Serena and Rin. Oh, and Passiflora. So the three of you notice out of one of the alleyways about 60 feet ahead runs another hooded figure, runs out into the open or onto the street. And all of a sudden they kind of look around, they notice you, and they dart into another alleyway. This person wasn't wearing a mask. They were just wearing a cloak covering their head. It looked like a woman, actually.
Do we have a sense that we would be able to catch them without getting pulled away too far?
They looked winded. They looked very tired and exhausted.
I had the same idea, Passiflora.
Yep. I tell the party that she looks winded. Maybe we catch her. She gets us
Let's get her.
information.
Let's get her. I was just thinking, let's get her.
Let's go get her.
Everybody
literally just
together.
gonna say
Let's
that.
go.
Yeah, why not?
But she does call out everybody together.
I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly after her.
I
I'm
always
gonna
forget
take
you
my
have
know
party,
I'm not-
but I want to fly about 15 feet up, so that I can get a better view of like where the alleyways turn and things like that, so I can shout out like left, right, etc., to the party.
Good idea.
Yep. just to make note here, Oswald, you are exhaustion level 1.
Okay,
Boom,
question.
boom, boom.
Remind me what Sanctuary does.
You'd have to look it up.
What spell sanctuary?
I don't remember what that one does, but I think it protects somebody, and I want to protect our
I guess
cleric.
I gotta look it up. Hold on.
I'd
Doing
have to
something
pull it
worse.
up.
Lorelai, are you using D&D Beyond or something else?
You order a creature with a range
You just
against
Google it.
attack.
You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature chooses a new target or loses the attack or spell. The spell does not protect the warded creature from area of effects such as explosion or fireball.
Okay. So I am casting, as we are going, I am casting the cantrip Sanctuary on our healer. But at least kind of protect her?
Which one is that?
Yuki.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. That's
Okay.
what I thought.
So you guys are following, and you're flying overhead, Xerxes. It's not really of a chase, but sort of. It ends in a secluded courtyard behind an abandoned tailor shop. The walls covered in creeping ivy and a faded murals of Scarlet Haven's history seem to kind of close around the courtyard. The hooded figure stands in the center, breathing heavy. Their back against cold stone. With no escape, they lower their hood, revealing a sharp-eyed young woman, fear and defiance warring in her expression. She just kind of looks at you guys as you've kind of approached.
No, you don't.
You shouldn't be here. They see everything.
Who?
And now they'll see you too.
That's fine. We can defend ourselves. Who sees everything?
Make me an intimidation or persuasion.
Can I help with the intimidation? Because I have good.
Did you say intimidation and persuasion?
Or persuasion. Just got to let me know which one it is, because it may depend on the information you're given afterwards.
Well, persuasion, I guess. And I rolled...
if first persuasion doesn't go well, I'll try to intimidate it.
I rolled a 16.
It's just what you needed. She kind of collapses a little bit and ends up sitting on the ground with her knees up against her chest. And she's just kind of catching her breath. And she just kind of looks at you guys. The Gilded Accord is here. They've been waiting for something. Maybe you watching. Sending information back.
Back to who?
Are you a part of the Gilded Accord?
No.
Well, then you have nothing to fear from us. They do.
I'm not afraid of you.
Who have they been sending information back to?
To their commanders inside the Grove.
The Grove.
That's where the portal is, isn't it?
There's...
Can I describe the guy that we saw in the room with the machines? I can't remember his name for the life of me, but can I describe what he looked like to this guy and say, have you ever, or to this woman, I should say, and say, have you ever seen this individual before?
I don't know about the individual, but I've seen many like him. Many. Who are you? Who are you with? Why are they? Why
are the Emerald Legion?
Oh, I don't know if I listened to that.
She kind of hangs her head a moment. They're here fighting already. They're in the Grove. They're fighting the Accord.
Wait.
I think they're losing.
We need to go.
The Emerald Legion is already here?
We're going to take care of it.
Make me an intimidation or persuasion, Xerxes.
Sure. Can I guidance myself?
Yes.
Cool. I'll go intimidation.
The best way to disrupt their activity, because if the Emerald Legion was already in the Grove,
Screw that. I don't want to disrupt that
Uh,
activity. No one to
These
disrupt
dice
the
are
breach.
not acting well tonight. 11 11 intimidation. Ugh.
Yeah, she's all you kind of get very little information from her, more than what she's already let on. And at this point, the rest of you can make me a perception check.
Yeah.
That's a shame. You have to roll real dice. Dice are not working tonight.
Nat 20.
25.
Okay, as she passes out, you notice a slip of paper fall from her sleeve, and again, she's kind of slumped, and a sudden gust of wind rushes through this alley, through this courtyard, carrying with it the unmistakable sound of whispers, not from her lips, nor from any of you, but the darkness beyond. The temperature drops and the hairs on your arms rise. Then, just at the far back near the side entrance of the tailor shop, across the way, looks like maybe that side door of the tavern across the street. You see down the alleyway, you see a door creak open. Light spills into the alley there from the building. There seems to be a single figure standing in the doorway there.
Do they look like friendly or hostile?
They're standing there and they make a motion to you, and then they step inside.
So I scoop the girl up and drag her in.
I'll grab
Okay.
the paper and follow.
You grab the paper. Okay, so you guys carry the girl and you grab the paper and you go. And you end up basically inside a tavern. It is the tavern and the inn filled with townsfolk, and they quickly bolt and close the door behind you. It could be a trap for all you know. You're not sure. The woman is passed out, and you're there. The whispers don't fade as you enter this building. They just linger. As it's townsfolk around you, you can hear them quietly amongst themselves. It's just like a murmur because there's so many different conversations happening. Whatever is happening in Scarlet Haven is more than just secrecy. There's something woven into the air here, but now you're part of it. Now, what are you guys doing as you've stepped in? This person is there. They've kind of let you in. They're not really interacting with you again. They're still being very quiet and keeping to themselves. So what are you guys doing as you have relative safety at this point? Oswald, exhaustion level 2.
Oh, bro.
Have you seen our companion? Big dopey bird guy?
He ran off that and after somebody.
A young girl. You're not sure what she is. She's got her skin's just kind of like a greeny tint to it, and her hair is kind of violet, with little curls and tangles. And she goes to the one sealed window and pulls back the curtain, and she points down an alleyway that was right next to the one Oswald originally went to. She doesn't say anything. She just points out the window as you guys say that down that alleyway.
Passiflora, come with me.
Okay. I hand off the paper to Serena, so she can check the paper out while I follow her in.
I say to the rest, I'm like, keep an eye on them, and then out the window.
Oh,
well,
are
you
you
got
looking at the
they
paper?
open the door and they let you out.
Hmm?
They open the door and let you out. The windows are like sealed windows, so.
Oh, okay.
So they open the side door, let you out down an alleyway, and you guys proceed to go down an alleyway. You're stealthing? Okay. I need both of you to make a stealth check.
20.
Nice. Pass the floor.
I am the
23.
shadow.
What'd you roll? Sorry.
23.
23. So you're both hidden. It takes you about 10, 15 minutes to kind of track down and because you're not really looking for anything specific. Well,
You're looking for Oswald.
Oswald, you are level 3 exhaustion. You come around outside of an alleyway and you peek down a narrow street and you see what looks like a lump on the ground, a big feathery lump.
Oh no.
Enter somebody's territory. I bet he did. I bet they killed him.
I bet
Go find
you
out.
did.
Let's try
So you
not
go-
to get killed too.
So you go check them. You can roll medicine checks.
Medicine checks? Oh boy, this will be fun. This is definitely not my expertise.
I have a better
well,
chance
well,
at
how bad
intimidating him back to life.
13.
13, he's dead.
20.
20. He's dead, but he's savable.
I got
And
both.
I
You're
click
not
him.
sure, like you're pretty sure though he's almost not savable.
I got 25 for medicine check.
Oh, you
We're not
okay?
there.
You went with him.
You came
Oh, I
with
thought
us?
I
Yeah,
was.
you were
I
with
thought I
them.
was with them. Oh, okay.
No, me. No, it's just written past for us. We all stayed behind.
Vin, you're faster than me. Run and get Yuki.
We
I'll
can't
start
split
dragging
up
him
again.
back.
How heavy is him?
No,
Probably
he's
too
heavy.
heavy for me, but
He's heavy. He's like 400 or 500 pounds.
Yeah,
Can
Is he really?
I'm not there.
477 pounds.
Why are you so heavy?
He's an
I'm
ostrich.
an ostrich.
He's a bird,
They're
though.
big. They're really
They are
big.
very big. Yeah.
But they're birds. They have hollow bones.
He has a hollow
Ostriches,
head.
I think, are slightly big.
Wait, what? They have hollow bones?
All birds, do.
Birds,
That's
most
why they
birds,
don't break so
flighted,
easily.
flighted birds do. I
Really?
don't know if ostriches do. Yes.
Yeah,
How,
Why am I just learning this?
Deacon? How does
Yes.
how do heal potions work? Can we stabilize him? With
Oh, yeah. We have healing potions.
You can feed him a healing potion. Yes.
Okay, so I pop the cork and I carefully, without choking him, feed him a little bit of the potion to try and stabilize him.
Well, you have to give him the whole potion. That's just the way it is.
Okay.
So you give him the potion. You return to health at this point, Oswald, at 1. You have 4 levels of exhaustion.
How many?
4.
ouch.
When he's
I
up.
grab his beak to keep him from talking. I say, shh, follow us, stay quiet.
You guys notice when he gets up, he's stumbling around. Like he's clearly back from the dead. Like he looks it. He's exhausted and worn out. So you guys make your way back to the inn to safety. Meanwhile, back at the inn, you guys are left with that piece of paper. The piece of paper, yeah, it's the piece of paper basically is a note that talks about a meeting at a place called the Hollow Alley at midnight.
What time is it now?
It's maybe 10 o'clock at night.
She's gonna look around and be like, who's in charge that can please tell me what this says? And she will use persuasion if she has to.
Roll persuasion.
Because she is using her abilities to try and figure this out. She's real good. I really need a good number. Wait. 27.
27. Okay, one person does step forward and fills you in on the location of what's called the Hollow Alley. It's a larger alley than most near the western side of town that at the far end of it leads into the Scarlet Grove itself with a small, like, quiet trail, whether it's a hunting trail or a game trail or whatever it is, leading into the grove. They just kind of tell you they give you directions on where it is and how to find it. But then they silence up.
How far of a walk is it from where we are?
Maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Okay. So if we've got 2 hours, we should probably leave shortly. Because we're going to want to inspect this particular area first. Like if we can get there, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes before midnight and kind of get a good sense of what is there and maybe like strategic positions to place ourselves so that we can witness whatever the heck is going on without getting into combat, or at least without getting into combat right away. I feel like it might be inevitable, but I mean, that's just because I know our group.
Hey, we can try, right? There's always hope for trying.
Yeah, we're talking back, obviously. But yeah, I feel like we should show up early to this place.
Okay,
I
I will ask you ahead of time. Is your intent go to this place and observe?
No.
Or are you going to ambush and attack?
I think we have to wait till the rest of the party comes back to discuss that. But my thought is a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay. Short while later, Rin and Passiflora return with a Walking Dead version of Oswald. He's got holes in him, multiple holes in him. You guys, by the way, Rin and Passiflora, when you found him, he had 9 arrows sticking out of him that were embedded quite deep. He took.
Now that we're where Yuki is, Passiflora wants to teach Oswald a lesson. She looks at Yuki. Can you heal him while I pull arrows out? And she just smiles menacingly.
Yuki's very flustered since she brought a half-dead Oswald over, but she's just kind of like, yeah.
Okay, so she's going to purposefully, painfully pull these arrows out. You don't split the party. As she pulls each arrow out, very like she wiggles them as she pulls them out.
Yuki,
not doing more damage, but just hurting a lot as she plucks them out.
Yuki hearing Passiflora say don't split the party as she's pulling them out, she does another annoyed bunny thump with her foot, and you clearly see her ears go up, like straight up, like one straight up. As she continues
Xerxes to make sure you guys can cover for me.
You stupid bird.
Hold on.
You're going to do something like this.
mean.
You plan ahead, like Rin and I did, where we teamed up and made sure that one of us could get back if the other one went down. You go down by yourself. Nobody knows. You're lucky we found you.
Dumb bird brain. You've got more. You just got
as an above table note. In the end, when you guys asked about if anybody had seen him, there were 4 people that I had set aside that came into the inn that may have seen him, and I had each 4 of them roll. They needed a nat 20. One of them rolled a nat 20 that had seen him.
Wow,
Otherwise,
you were
wouldn't have
so
found out.
lucky, Oswald. Also, I will say Passiflora, because Passiflora is full on using her intimidation on Oswald to get this point across to him, and I will roll intimidation if I have to. But then after she's super mean to Oswald, she'll turn to the person that gave us the hint and completely change personality and like, and you are such a wonderful person for pointing it out to us. Thank you very much.
Well, I think
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast Heal and Wood on Oswald
Got a malfunction.
Okay.
to try and fix him.
I'm only allowed to get a maximum of 20 hit points right now.
I forget. Do I have to roll to see if I hit him? I don't, right? Because it's healing.
No.
Sorry,
You just
guys,
touched him.
beverage malfunction.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
It went up my nose.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
This didn't come out your nose.
No, it went all over my floor and my pants.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Man.
All right, so how much healing do you give him?
I gotta quickly check my modifier. 1 second. I'm gonna guess this is spellcasting ability because it's not an attack bonus. I don't think.
No, it's your spellcasting ability.
One for your spell. It should be above your spells.
All right, and let me quickly check.
Meanwhile, Oswald is just like, look, I knew I was gonna be able. I could easily run away if I saw it hit me.
Okay,
And how did that work for you? Pulls on the last arrow.
I am being extremely
I
nice
just
to you.
said-
I am being extremely nice to you, Oswald. I am using a higher level of the spell slots so that you get a little bit extra healing. So I rolled 2 first, you get 8, and then my ability modifier is another 4.
So 12.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm at 13.
yeah.
Okay, and for the record, Oswald, take note of your level 4 exhaustion. You have all those minuses. You have 4 days of 4 long rests that you need to recover those. So you get all the negatives that implies as we go. So keep that in mind.
Should Oswald come with us tonight?
Probably not. And Oswald
Yeah,
is very lucky that Yuki is actually really nice because
Like,
he
I
probably
apologize
would
for
not
just,
have used
you
that
know-
level of healing if he wasn't. Because he was being
Okay.
silly.
I feel like maybe you should stay back and guard the villagers. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. I don't want you to die.
Oh, I know, but she's just picturing the broken down Oswald trying to protect them.
With how
Yeah, I
bad
think
he is, he should be on bed rest at this point.
Your
The villagers
Oswald
should be
say,
protecting him.
Uh-huh.
your Oswald say, in a town where we have people attacking the town right now.
Yeah, those were
Okay,
the.
Serena, you had something to add.
If you get hit a couple of more times, you're gonna die.
Yes,
So-
Serena.
I think she will look at Oswald. I agree. I think you should stay back and rest. Because you almost met your glorious end. And nobody wants that. And I know you always talk about glory, but this is not how you go out, my friend.
No glory for you.
This is not
That
glorious.
have been a glorious end.
But what is glorious is you staying here, mending a little bit, and then when you can be back up to your full ostrichness, you can join us again. Okay?
Yeah,
And if I have to conversation, I will.
You're on timeout.
And honestly, I'd probably help Serena with an intimidation. Like, you do what we say. or
Hilarious.
I put the arrows back in you.
You are actually going to hear Yuki actually kind of talk back and speak up against someone for a little bit. You hear a loud thump of her foot. Her ears are straight up like she's listening for a predator, and she marches over to him and goes, "You are going to stay in that bed or I will never heal you again."
Aw, go, Yuki!
you actually hear him say something, but it's actually not a positive one this time. He actually turns to Serena and goes, "Look, I do not want to leave you guys alone, especially you, Serena."
No discussion. Stay, or I'll tie you down.
Yuki goes, potty vote.
Let
You know
him
what?
finish, though. Let him finish what
I'm
he's
going to
saying.
go ahead and vote for him to come along. If he wants to put his life on the line, he knows the results, he knows the dangers, he knows the risks, he's aware. If he wants to put the life of himself into his own hands, I say we let him.
Besides,
I do.
Serena isn't going to be alone. She has the rest of us.
He is a grown bird. He has to make his own decisions.
They are stupid.
It's that if it's a mistake that he makes, it's a mistake that he makes.
I will say, let him
So
finish.
what's going on? Like, are you guys? Is Oswald? Are you staying behind or not?
Yuki kind
I'm
of
just trying to get him to finish his thought because he did not get to finish what he was saying. That's what I was trying to get him to finish.
Out of character, Jack knows the risks for his character.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Oh, yeah.
So Oswald, finish your statement to Serena.
A big risk you're taking, but
Actually, I just rolled to see if he was persuaded with your argument, and he just goes, "Fine, I can catch up with you, I guess."
I think that's honestly a good idea. It sucks, but you are not in a good place right now.
No,
Since
you're not.
Oswald said he was going to wait, Yuki actually gives him a little pat on the head.
Oswald actually is not happy with you. He just goes, "Don't touch me right now."
I think
Okay.
Passiflora will. Passiflora will.
That's so cute.
I don't know how you did that, but that was
That's
cool.
hilarious.
Passiflora will go to Oswald and say, "Even our best warriors have to rest at some point. You are a good warrior, but rest now. Be gooder warrior later." That's cool.
That's cool.
Can I say one last thing
Cool.
real quick?
Yes.
I think she will go over to him because he had been talking to her and very lightly kisses him on, his cheek and go, "Thank you for wanting to protect me. You are a noble bird. But now you need to survive, okay?"
Oswald's actually going to blush at that. He just goes,
Okay. So Oswald's staying behind. The rest of you are going to. The rest of you are going to find the Hollow Grove and position yourselves in hiding. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get there at about 11:30 as you planned, about a half hour early. You can all take 10 on your stealth at this point. So as a group, though, I need the 5 of you that are there to roll me stealth checks with a plus 10, plus your regular bonuses, and at least 3 of you have to succeed.
Okay.
This alley is still part of the town.
I'll go by the top 3, basically, your best numbers.
There you go.
And this alley is all town, correct? There's no plant life or anything like that.
You're almost right on the edge of the forest, the actual Scarlet Grove.
So for me personally, can I hide in the plant area because that'll give me an extra bonus?
How much did you say we get plus to the stealth?
10.
Plus 10.
Okay, so I would a nat 20.
Nice.
Okay.
So plus
You're over
10
30.
is 30, and then I have
30,
plus
31,
3 to my stealth. So it's a 33.
Yeah, you're
I also got a 33.
33.
33.
Jeez, guys, I only rolled a 29. So wow.
And Passiflora, what's your number?
38. Nat 20.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
of hiding.
So you guys lie in wait. What you're watching, and it's quiet, and you're all quiet, and you're all kind of located around this kind of an opening. You're assuming this is where it is because there is some lantern light for the area, but then it leads down this dark path into the Scarlet Grove, which is very. I mean, it's beautiful, but in an eerie way, and it's not, and it seems magical, but not like the Mistwood Forest. Has not this magical feeling has nothing to do with Etherbloom energy. This is something else, something more ancient that's here. So you're in this the kind of like the end of this alleyway before it becomes this dark trail that leads into the woods. All of a sudden, a group of some of those hooded figures that you've seen around town come into the opening. And they're all kind of standing there amongst themselves, and they're talking very quietly amongst themselves in what looks like hand gestures. A few words here and there, but there's a lot of hand gestures. Yes, Xerxes.
Because I am specifically proficient in sign language, can I get a sense of what they are saying? From
there, it seems to be these are 4 commanders. Yep. Within the you're kind of piecing it together amongst the Accord, and they're taking what their intel is from the town, including your movements that have been observed, and the townsfolk, and they're putting it together and they're talking amongst themselves, and they seem to be waiting for somebody. And at about 10 past midnight, another figure approaches. This one wearing much more ornate armor and cloak and markings, carrying a staff with sigils all the way down it, and 2 very heavily armed Accord enforcers behind him. He walks from the forest into the alleyway, and they have a meeting of sorts. Passing the information is what they're doing. They're basically passing all the information from the town and from your movements to this individual, and that goes on for about half an hour. And then you see the 4 individuals that had come in originally disperse. They go back amongst the shadows, and then you see well, obviously, it looks like a spellcaster of some kind. He stops, and he's looking over the alleyway. Seems to look right, like he's going right past all of you. Like he's scanning, like he's looking specifically. Just kind of gives a little, yes, Xerxes.
I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay. You're going to have to make another stealth roll, though, doing so.
That's fine.
Just to see if he notices you casting the spell.
Yeah, sure. Do I still have the plus 10?
No.
Yeah, that's fine. 17.
Okay. You're invisible.
Fortune favors the bold, baby.
By 1.
I'll take it.
His initial scan, though, you guys all had to roll over. You guys all had to roll over 25 on the initial hide check for the initial once over the thing.
Yeah.
So you guys were well hidden. So he didn't notice that, and he didn't catch you casting the spell. So you are completely invisible. And at that, the guards stay there. He goes back, walks between the 2 guards, and walks further into the woods, and they follow behind him, leading somewhere off into the Scarlet Grove. And you guys are left there, kind of now kind of understand there's whatever watchings they're doing in the town, they're reporting it to someone back inside the grove.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tap the party on the shoulder and let him know that I'm still here.
Okay. So you guys return to the inn.
No. All right, I'll drop the invisibility down. Damn. Thought I was being clever.
Well, keep in mind there are out there. You know there are still watchers out there, so
No, I'll keep it up until we
remain-
get to the end, and then once we get back inside the inn, I'll drop it.
Okay. So you guys get back to the inn. They open the door for you and they let you in. Your invisibility now has one of the Accord members out searching for you because they did spot the rest of the party returning to the inn.
That's right.
But now they just don't know where you are. So now they're trying to figure it out. So
That'll be fun.
Hey, that's
So you're back there. You guys at this point can talk amongst yourselves or get a night's rest. You'll get a long rest, so you'll recover one exhaustion, Oswald, for the course of that long rest, and whatever else you guys need at that point. And the following morning,
Yay, long rest.
where it seems you need to go is down that trail into the grove.
Well, that'll be fun.
Sweet into the woods, right?
Yep. That's where you kind of put together the pieces from before that whatever it is they're doing is in the grove. Wherever this apparent another Etherbloom gate, which should be impossible, is said to be in the grove. And you've already now heard that the Emerald Legion, other factions are in the grove fighting somewhere in there. Yeah. Oswald, while you were resting and they were out at this meeting, I need you to make me a perception roll.
Okie dokie.
To see if you hear something. Hear some conversation.
19.
You hear somewhere in part of this, because again, there's a lot of people kind of camped out basically here in the inn. You hear mention of a very large, scaly, green dragon being involved in one of the battles within the grove on the side of the Emerald Legion.
Hey, is that the leader?
Wait.
Like player.
He goes, wait, did you say a dragon?
They don't respond after that. They're not really conversing with you still. Like you're picking when they're talking amongst themselves, you're picking up bits and pieces, but they're still being very reserved. But yeah, you're pretty sure they said there was a dragon involved in one of the battles.
I'm going to say that to the party. They mentioned something about a dragon fighting for the Emerald Legion inside the Scarlet Grove.
Wait, like on our side?
Yes.
Okay.
Would we know who this dragon is at all? Like, could we roll history or anything like that?
Yeah, you can all make a history roll.
Yeah, hell yeah.
See if you can piece it together. Because you realized it didn't really get all the details of the Legion, but you got it a little bit.
Ooh, dirty 20. I'll take it.
9.
21.
Okay, the 21. You guys recall some of the talk that you'd heard through, the coming together as the Emerald Legion and from different people around, whether it be from Ned or whether it be from Knack when he was around or whoever, mentioned that the Emerald Legion was run by an ancient green cross dragon between earth and water dragon, but ancient, and that is the leader of the Emerald Legion from the Jade Forest region.
Oh dear.
And his name was Twig.
That's a hell of a fight if they've got our leader involved. Oh god, that makes me nervous. Okay.
Do you tell the rest of the party that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So they share that. Yeah, this is Twig, the boss.
Wow. Okay.
really
I think
serious.
that fight might be slightly beyond our capabilities, guys.
But if they're
Not
He's on our
losing,
side.
Well, I'm not saying we shouldn't go and help, but I'm saying that we should be prepared for the worst.
Yeah. So for the course of your long rest that you're in the inn, you guys all piece together bits of conversation here and there. There are the dragon thing you hear mentioned a couple of times. You also hear, though, rumor that there is another dragon involved somewhere in the wood. But there are probably about 15 battle sites so far where the Legion has been taking on the Accord. The Accord has been getting some reinforcements from Alsathia. And they're coming in both magically and on foot. So this is whatever's going on, you're kind of, again, you're not getting whole stories, you're getting bits and pieces. It's all kind of coming together. This is something major. This is realm changing.
Oh dear.
That's going on. Like this is a major happening. So you guys do get your night's rest.
Yay.
And the next morning, you are out. Do you head back to where you were the night before?
I don't know. Should we?
I think what we should do, since we're such a small party and we're such a weak party in comparison to everyone else, instead of going gung-ho straight in on it and possibly making it worse where they might have to save us instead of focusing on what they need to do, maybe instead try to do, like a separate little attack kind of thing, like, from behind, or be strategic to give them the advantage. Does that make sense?
So work on our strengths as a party, right?
Yeah, let's work on the strength of the party, but also the idea of, like, if we can
Offering support to them rather
go in
than
stealthy, and if we see an opportunity to tip the balance.
So you guys aren't going to use the tanks, you're going to use the support artillery.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. We should definitely get a sense of what we're walking into before we do anything.
Guys.
What?
Yes, Rain.
You know those little boom boom bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have them, Oswald? Yeah.
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 How many do we have?
I think we got 4 of them.
Okay.
You might have to
How do
double
you
check
make
your
them?
notes.
Does anybody know how to make them?
Yeah.
No idea. It's fairly difficult from what I know, but
I think you have to be like an alchemist to make them.
some kind of trade, yeah.
I'm gonna go around asking the village people in the inn here if anybody knows how to make people.
Greek fire is what you're looking for?
What was it called? I think it
Alchemist
was Alchemist Fire.
Yeah.
Alchemist fire? You're given 6 more.
Ooh,
Shit, all right.
Ooh.
awesome! Thank you. I have an idea.
2 each. I think. No, that's not right. Never mind. My math
2
is
each
bad.
for all but 2 people.
Yeah.
My math is bad. Forget it. I thought there was 5 for a second.
Well, you're like keep in mind most people in the town are here, including the alchemist. The magic shop owner said that they'd have something they'd offer you, but they're not going over to their shop that's being watched.
What if we go to your shop?
No.
Oh,
They're just
Again,
they're
it's
just
still being
basically-
watched.
They're
but it's
basically
still
telling you
spotted.
that
that's fine. I had to try.
probably a good idea. They're just
yeah.
kind of looking at you going, whatever you do, hopefully you can get these guys out of here at some point. I know if something happens inside the wood, they'll probably go running towards it and get out of here. We need to be able to regroup. They surprised us.
Not a
and
bad
took over.
idea.
Don't worry, we can.
There's
take
been no
care of it.
battles at this end of the forest, like at this end of the Scarlet Grove. You're kind of in the middle at this point. Most of the battles have been at the southern end of where the battle's been taking place. There's been one up on the north near the road near the Starfall Spire, but they seem to be trying to avoid that area. So staying away from the spire itself is generally a good idea because you don't want to piss off Aldrich, that's for sure. Not directly, anyway.
So, if we have enough for like everyone except for like 2 people to have 2, just letting you guys know, Yuki probably wouldn't want to carry these things because he'd be afraid of hurting her party members. So you guys could all have 2, and she wouldn't take any.
I have a fantastic idea.
What's your idea?
What's your idea?
We infiltrate, and we use these to take out as many of them as possible and cause as much chaos within their ranks, and then we strike.
Okay. Oswald just raises a finger and goes, I know who can impersonate one of them. He turns to Serena.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
I do look like one.
And we have one of their clothes.
We do.
We do have one of their clothes.
I am persuasive.
Yeah. Thanks for volunteering.
You think this
He goes,
Don't worry, we'll be watching from a safe distance.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
okay. As
poor
soon as you say
Serena.
that, Oswald just slams his hand down and goes, I am going with you, Serena, though.
You are not going anywhere.
I
You are
don't
staying
think
here.
you are.
So, what is your intent? To send Serena into the woods by herself?
No, we're going to go with her, but keep watch from
Get
afar.
her to distract the other guys. Act like something's happened and you need their help. Get their attention. Then we bomb them with these lovely little things. Take them all out as much as possible, and then we
Wait
all
a
just
minute.
pounce on them.
Oswald raises a finger and goes, wait, I have a solution. I'm injured. I'm basically worthless to you right now. Let her take me in as a prisoner.
And what happens if that doesn't work and then they kill you?
Or
I'll be
both of
fine.
us.
You make your own choices.
You sure about
He goes-
this?
Yuki would speak up and say, if we're going to do this, I would advise us to at least wait one more day before we go and do this then.
Yeah, I really feel like we should get a sense of like what and go and try to at least see what I mean,
what we should
'cause if
do
they've got
is
an army of 50
take a
soldiers.
spy
I mean,
and then make our plan.
well, yeah, like if they have an army of 50 soldiers, 10 bottles of alchemist's fire isn't gonna do much.
Who's like the best at being stealthy?
I think that's me and
Frog.
I was
Pastora.
gonna say probably Rin, but
So why don't we have Pacifier and Win first ask the spies, get all the information we need?
I think that's not a bad idea.
Because we don't know if they. I can go in there and I can try to act like one of them, but we don't know if there's secret handshakes or
That's what I mean. Like,
words or
Exactly.
other things that'll get us past certain things.
yeah, we just
Right.
don't have any information.
That
right
will
now.
give
That's my
that
problem.
will give us the chance for Oswald to heal up so that he can
Yeah.
actually be useful.
Yeah, that's true.
That too.
Are you guys discussing all these plans openly?
No.
Well, not
I wouldn't say openly.
but
We're kind of whispering around in the group.
Yeah,
This
'Cause we don't know if the town is.
one middle-aged looks like a mystic elf steps forward and says, well, if you're going to be following the trail into the grove, I can tell you you'll be traveling for well beyond a day before you even encounter anybody down that trail.
That will help with him healing.
They're
So maybe we should all
not
go
just
together.
inside the woods. They're maybe even a couple of days in.
Well,
And the
Oh,
woods
yeah,
have
If
their
we
own.
go
Give him
all
time
as a
to rest.
party, let him heal as we travel.
oh yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
If he's not fully up to par, we'll let him rest at a campsite outside of where we're going to spy for that day. It'll give him
That's
one
fair.
extra day,
Mhm.
but that way we at least get in there and get it checked out as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
So, are you waiting one more day before you go back to the Hollow Alley?
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you can take one more exhaustion off, Oswald, as you rest another day.
I'm down to 2.
And on that extra day that you're now standing back in the hollow, you've got Oswald in front as the prisoner, presumably tied in some manner, and being led by Serena, wearing the garb of one of the Gilded Accord. The rest of you are following behind at a distance. If I
Stealthing, of
remember.
course.
A safe distance, yeah.
A safe distance and stealth. That way,
So
because we know we're getting watched.
Yep. As the hollow alley leads you away from Scarlet Haven's rigid streets to the fringes of the grove, the air thickens with the scent of damp earth and moss. The towering crimson canopy stretching above like silent sentinels. The path beneath your feet grows uneven, winding past ancient roots and stones worn smooth by time. As the town's last lanterns and buildings fade into the distance, an eerie stillness settles in. The grove breathes around you, its rustling leaves whispering secrets long forgotten. Somewhere ahead, deep within these tangled trees, the Accord is at work. Whatever it is they're planning, you know you have to discover it, and you've got a feeling you have a time period to do it in. Time is running out. Each step into the grove feels heavier, as if the land itself is resisting any intrusion. And it's not like before. It's not like it's being set up by the Accord through corruption or anything else. This is just the woods fighting back against any intrusion. The trees seem to lean in, their twisting branches casting elongated shadows that dance in the moonlight. The presence of something unseen lingers in the air here, watching and waiting. What are you doing?
Is it possible for me to, as like a ranger, kind of go up to the trees and very gently, like obviously I'm not a druid, but just touching the trees, kind of showing them, when we pass by, gently moving the branches, not being abrasive, trying to show that we are not here to harm.
Roll me a survival roll, please.
I will say that knowing we were being watched, she probably would not have changed into the outfit or had him as a prisoner until they got out of where they were being watched in a safer area.
Yeah,
And let's just say you're a day out at this point. You've been traveling, and you've had take another exhaustion off, Oswald. You get another day's rest. Why not?
There you
go. 13.
13. Yeah, you're still having a hard time maneuvering through the path and the growth that's here. Anybody else doing something different? Obviously, you're stealthing a little bit, Serena. So you can roll me a stealth check.
I think we're all stealthing, aren't we?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Make me a group stealth. Make me a group stealth check. Why not?
Shouldn't have said anything. Ooh.
I'm also trying to be perceptive as well.
Oh God.
What?
You're much better.
19.
24.
25.
3.
Okay, that's 4 successes. So you guys,
I rolled at disadvantage. I rolled a 2 19s.
I rolled a 9.
So you guys still made a groups check. You're able to move carefully, avoiding disturbing the unnatural stillness, preventing any unwanted attention from whatever it is that's lurking out there within. I said, you're not getting the feeling like before. It's not like the Watchers or the Accord in any way, shape, or form. It's nature itself. Rin, you're from woods similar to this, but this is different. There's something you're not sure. You can't place it. You can roll me an Arcana check.
Can I assist her?
Yes, you can.
I forgot how the assist works again.
You get
Roll with
advantage. Roll with advantage.
So was that 2 rolls?
Yeah.
Yep. Roll twice. Take the highest number.
Okay, I got a total of 15.
That's exactly what you needed.
Nice.
You detect
Thanks.
there's residual magical energy pulsing through the trees, through the roots. Remnants of long forgotten enchantments. Long forgotten. Not from the Accord. There's magic in the woods that is ancient.
There is ancient magic in the woods.
Really?
And you're continuing to move deeper without disturbing anything. You guys make it through an area. You don't disturb anything as you go.
Can I try to find a loose twig on the ground and like wave it around like a wand and see if anything happens?
Yeah, you pick up a stick and you wave it around. It's not really doing anything.
That's fair.
But you're like a child. Like you feel for a moment like a kid with a magic wand waving it around. And it's almost like you can visualize swirls of sparkles and energy,
That's kind of cool.
but yet there's nothing there.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's just odd in itself.
Happened, but it's
No, but it's odd in itself that you're getting that feeling that
Yeah, it's
there's magic
there, but you're not able to fully tap into it. Basically, is what I'm
Yeah.
getting for sure.
You guys get another day goes by as you're following this path the best you can, and again take another exhaustion off. I think you should be back at normal now, Oswald.
Yep.
Yeah. On the next day, as you're going through and you're heading down the path, a sudden break in the dense trees reveals a small clearing ahead. At its center stands a collection of monolithic stones. Let me just see if I can find it here.
Stonehenge.
Is this the one? Yeah, the right one? Yes. That's
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Each one is etched with glowing runic script. Surrounding them is discarded equipment, suggesting some kind of recent activity.
What
This
kind
place
of
must equipment you've seen before. Accord equipment.
Oh, but you mean like tools or?
Yeah, like tools and some of those conduit wires that they were using, for the Etherbloom, things that magical nature. You pick up on some of it because again of what you are, but this is really on the fringes of magic for certain. For certain. So, what are you guys doing in the area? Where's our group?
Do we hear any Accord? Do we see any Accord, or is it just the stuff in the sigils?
Well, roll me investigation.
Yeah, can I check out some of the sigils? Like, I don't want to touch anything, but can I, like, try to read them or get some sense of what they are?
You can roll me an Arcana.
Ooh, I like
Investigation, right? Okay.
Investigation for Serena.
Oh, what is going on with these dice? God damn.
21. I rolled low.
Searching the area, Serena, you find tracks and traces of the tools and stuff that's left behind has been left behind, like it's discarded, it's not needed anymore. This place was, or maybe still is, important to the Accord, but you do find a path, the trail. They've head out this this direction. As the footprints kind of lead around, and then they head off in this direction down here. So that's what you find. What did you roll on our
a natural one? 7.
Okay, so you know that's it. Anybody else doing anything in this clearing with the stones or anything else?
Do we recognize any of the sigils? Go ahead, Ren.
I'm still kind of squigged out about this forest. What's going on with it? I want to investigate it more.
Okay, like the forest itself?
Yeah, trying to figure out what this ancient magic is.
Okay, so you can roll me an Arcana check. Anybody else doing something different other than Arcana or investigation? You want to? You mentioned trying to
22.
I'll use survival to track to see if I can see which way they went, or kind of like try to figure out.
Serena's already pointed that out, the direction that they've gone. She found the tracks leading off to one particular direction.
I could try and roll religion to see if I can say anything about these things.
Make me a religion check.
Can I assist?
Yes, you can. So roll with advantage.
22 on my Arcana.
This is ancient Elvish and Fey magic.
23 for religion.
23 for religion. You sense that these stones, these pillars with all the ruins on them, they're connected to something greater, like deeper in the woods. They're connected to a ritual that's ongoing.
Oh dear.
There's something active and being done.
Xerxes.
So,
Good.
I'm going to let the group know that.
Okay.
I share what I've figured out as well.
Xerxes is gonna lean over and say, I don't know, Ren. It looked awfully dwarvish to me. I was reading the Arcana, and I just get a dwarven feel.
No,
I rolled in that one.
No, you're wrong. Just because
It
it
looks
doesn't
dwarvish.
make
I
it
swear, I
dwarvish.
saw something. You know.
Anybody know how
No.
to disrupt a ritual?
That is a good question.
That's
sorry,
all wibble wobble to me.
Yeah, you think actually with what you rolled, Yuki, you feel that you're not 100% certain, but maybe altering the stones in some way might affect the ritual, might slow it down, might break it. You're not sure, but you think if you alter some of these stones or scratch off some of the inscriptions of the ruins, it could definitely make a difference.
Okay, so I would let the group know that then.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
deface the relics then.
I was really hoping you would say that because upon hearing that, I almost immediately turn around and fire an Eldritch Blast at one of the stones.
Okay, you guys basically deface some of the stones. As you're doing that, and before you can really press forward or look into anything else or look towards the trail where they've gone, the very air shifts. You can feel the magical essence from the forest as you're basically defacing these ancient ruins that are being, unfortunately, they're being used by someone else, but their original intent may not have been one of what they're using it for now. A presence stirs, unseen yet undeniable.
Oh dear.
Where
I like that.
go? Just trying to find where this dude disappeared to.
I love Eldritch Blast.
The presence we feel, is it what is it like it pushes down like what we felt before, or is it a nicer
No, I don't like this.
I don't
That
like it,
doesn't
but
look good at all.
No, don't like any of those.
Put it away.
Those are better. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know where. I thought he was in here, but I guess
Hey,
he didn't
look, it's
come
me.
in. Trying to find a particular token that I had here, and for some reason,
No,
it is not.
like those.
Oh,
Don't
maybe-
like
okay, I know
those.
where it is. I know where it is.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, that's where he went to. He's in here.
The monster. You not know.
Come on.
Here we go.
This guy? Okay, here.
Who is you?
Oh, come on. Come on. Where is he?
Oh, wow, he's big.
Mother.
Okay.
Scary at all.
All right.
Nah.
Presence is unseen yet undeniable. A low, guttural voice rumbles from the depths of the trees and coming out through
I
this
am Groot.
sparkles that suddenly appear in the air. You're not one of them, but you should not have come here either. Emerging from the darkness is this giant, ancient figure cloaked in moss and bark, like it's like an armor on it that steps forward, glowing eyes with the essence of the land itself. This place is sacred, and you tread where you do not belong. I told them, and now I tell you.
We're trying to stop them.
Have any suggestions so that we don't mess things up?
Persuasion.
I'm assisting whoever's doing it.
Nat 20.
Yes.
I'm very persuasive.
They're here, deeper in the grove. I have not able to stop. Help has arrived, but they are trying to awaken the original Etherbloom portal.
Oh dear. That doesn't sound good.
Does that mean there's more than one?
There is only one in the grove. And it's
Where is-
not really one. It died years ago, but they're trying to reawaken it.
How do we stop them without hurting the grove?
You must stop the rituals.
Can you help us?
I cannot leave this space.
Can you?
Are the rituals in a
they
different
are.
place than this space?
What's that?
Are the rituals being done in a different place than this space, or are these stones tied to it?
They were using the stones and the magic here. How, I don't know, but they were using it.
How do we? Sorry.
It is deeper in the grove.
How do we stop the ritual?
That I don't know.
Do you know what these rituals are?
I think Passive
Yes.
will return to the party.
Deeper in the grove. Follow them. Find the ancient Etherbloom portal. You will find them.
Thank you, Ancient One. Let's go, guys.
From the impression that I'm getting, that we won't be able to affect the ritual here without entering the forest, correct?
You're pretty sure that whatever you've already done here to deface these things has probably interrupted it a little bit and
Yes,
probably
but
caused at least a slowdown in the ritual.
Okay,
Can
we need to
I-
go closer probably to do better, right?
You're going to have to find the location of the ritual.
Yeah,
Can
that's what I figured. Okay.
Can I ask the tree how many there were?
Here?
How many? Yeah, how many guys were here doing bad stuff? to the forest?
Maybe 12 here.
Ooh, well, that's a
But
lot.
in the grove, oh, rumblings of the trees, they tell me there are hundreds of them.
Oh, that's not good at all.
I know.
There is others fighting them.
Yeah.
We have Twig is here,
Oh, that's good. We like Twig.
Yes, we definitely like.
but
Oh.
there is another fighting with Twig that is not good. I don't know who it is, but he is from the west.
Is it a dragon that's fighting Twig?
Yes.
What color is it?
He stops for a minute and he seems to be communing with the trees. It is a sand dragon.
Oh, great. Okay. Good to know.
Thank you for all your knowledge. We are sorry if we hurt the grove. We did not mean to. We will try to save it. I think we need to go, guys, and quick.
I agree. Yeah.
I said that
It
a
steps
while
back
ago.
into the trees and it seems to just blend with the leaves and is gone. With the guardian's words lingering in your mind, that path ahead feels heavy. The Accord is after something, and you now know it's very powerful, something beyond simple conquest. If they succeed, it seems you don't know how it all works, but it seems like the balance of the land itself, and perhaps even more, could be forever altered. And you press onward, knowing that time now is no longer a luxury that you can afford. And with that, unfortunately, we are going to call an end to this episode.
Oh, that's fair. We are building. Things are getting exciting.
That was
Yes.
Sand dragon, not fun.
Sand dragon and
Oh, that's bad.
Well, and with us being a
Really,
smaller
really
party, we
bad.
might be able to get past some of the forces because of us being a small party and get in and
Yeah,
at least
I'm really
disrupt
hoping
it while they do the big
Sand dragon,
battle,
we
right?
will all die.
Yeah, it might not be
Gotta-
as noticeable.
gotta also remember our level.
Well,
Yeah, that's
With
what
that-
Exactly. We don't want to engage if we can help it.
Okay,
This is going to
with
happen.
that-
Dragon.
Sorry.
guys, with that, I want to thank everybody for watching. We've had probably one of our highest viewership numbers since we started the campaign.
Yay!
Love it.
So again, thank you all for tuning in and watching, and thank you. Be sure, as I'm sitting here, I'm going to take everybody off this particular screen so that we can just all be up on the screen at one time.
Cool.
And we will do one of these.
Ooh, big ass.
Yeah. So it's just big us. And again, I'm going to put the banners on the screen. Please, first and foremost, join us on the Discord. Become part of the Discord community if you are fans of role-playing games of any kind, D&D specifically right now. Join us on the Discord. It's just like-minded people. You can share images. You can just talk about the games and whatnot. But there is role-play that goes on in the Discord. We have 24/7 live role-playing channels where you can bring your character in through D&D Beyond or take one of our pre-gens. You can level up yourself. You can do solo role play. You can play with others. And you can interact even with the cast of our different shows, which makes it fun. And you can take part in possibly some future campaigns. And, of course, we do one-shot streams every week as well. So those are open to our Discord community. It's also community developed, the entire world. It's ever-changing. Things are added all the time. Some of our players actually have whole areas of the world that they're working on independently. So again, you could become part of the world and part of the building experience. Be sure, of course, to like and follow. Little bell icon as you do, so you're notified when we stream. Yes, do that, guys. Click the buttons. Do the button thing.
Do all the things.
All the things. Whatever there is there to push it, just push it. Just don't unpush it afterwards because
just don't unfollow or unsubscribe or anything like that.
That's right.
push the like
Just do the good stuff. As well, guys, our material that's available, the original material is available through our Patreon, through Patreon membership. Again, we have multiple levels of that and get access to our goodies, or you can purchase it separately, independently, without being a member. And you can grab merch as well at our merch store. So all the links are there going by. So all that being said, This was it's a build up, of course, to an adventure yet to come. We didn't get as far into the adventure as I had hoped, but you know what? We had technical difficulties starting off the episode, and that's okay. It happens.
It wasn't just you. And
It was
right after you had issues, so did Lorelai.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that did take up about like half an hour of our time, unfortunately.
And I do think we would be a little bit too cautious with this town up until Oswald.
I don't know about too cautious with the town, but
in all fairness, the town didn't want us to die. So
above table talk now at this point, you guys kind of overdid the town a little bit more than you needed to. Again, remember the rule of when I'm running sessions, it's always I do a narrative, and there's usually 2 or 3 things that just you need to check the boxes and then move on. You guys keep missing the boxes. Sometimes not even looking.
I'm trying to do different checks, but I can't think of what the boxes will be.
And again, Oswald, you know, as a player out of character, you know as well, one of my biggest things is don't split the party. You actually created the one scenario in the entire town scenario that I did up that there would be death involved. And that was going and isolating yourselves from the group where you can be pegged off easily by and yes, quite easily, because that was only 6 archers. They could have brought in more.
Yep.
So
I was a little worried about Ren and I, but I thought with 2 of us.
Every single guy that was there had 2 shots per round, and they just basically pincushioned you.
Holy crap!
Yes. These are trained archers. So again, I mean, there's something there. Even in the thing, you guys handled that last encounter very, very well with the Guardian, rather than boldly swinging and attacking and beating on it like Oswald.
We're not gonna, like straight up attack. I mean, that's
you know, well, Oswald might, but
I don't know.
Hey! There's glory, and then there's pointless death. Serena has taught me well.
Yay! I'm having an effect on the bird.
Slowly, very, very, very slowly learning.
We're getting there.
So what's going to happen at this point, guys? Everybody out there watching,
Serena as well.
With luck, we're still short players for our Saturday game, which is kind of like a goat heist. It's kind of a fun one-shot adventure that is open to our Discord community for levels 3, 4, and 5 to partake in. We can do 4 players. That's what we have every mini adventure series. And if we get that, we'll be doing a stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these channels. And as well, we will be back next Thursday for another episode of Emerald Legion, which, again, it all goes by pacing. We were originally planned for 12 episodes. With pacing, we're probably going to do 13 or 14, but we'll get there for the end of the season. And then we do have another series kind of being discussed and planned in the background for when this one comes to an end. And we'll see how things go from there. So, again, thank everybody for joining and for watching. And we really, really appreciate the love. And hopefully you guys do us a follow. Join us on the Discord if you can. Because again, that is really the strength of our community is the Discord. It's where we all get our starts. So give us a like, give us a follow, join us up, and become part of the wonderful community that is open for everybody. So again, guys, until next time, may all your rolls be criticals, not always the 20, because sometimes the 1 can be just as much fun. So bye for now, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.